All right, we are going live. Hey, greetings everybody. It's Ann Sieg coming at you, creator and founder of the E-commerce Business School. And I always kick this off just a couple minutes early to make sure all the neurons click, come together for us, etc. So it looks like we're live. I'm watching now on Facebook, which is awesome. So I want to let you guys know I'm hosting this call from Bella Vista, Arkansas. Husband and I moved down here a year and a half to escape the bitter cold winters of Minnesota, which is my home state where I've lived my whole life. And so we live directly south, and I wanted to be on the tippy top of Arkansas so I could zip up to my parents as need be. Their ages 85 and 89. And I told my husband that's very important to me, that I be able to scoot up there quickly if needed. Anyway, so I'm going to refresh my page and make sure I can see that we are in fact live. So you guys let me know if you're here right in the panel, maybe where you're calling or logging in from. Okay, so yep, we're live there on the E-commerce Business School page, as well as a number of other pages that we have that are connected to this vast network that we have through the E-commerce Business School. All told, I don't know, 10, 12 pages, group pages that is, tied into the E-commerce Business School. So the purpose of today's call is to give you an overview of our school so that you know what we have to offer as you are now on your way to an e-commerce entrepreneurial pathway. And when I came into the e-commerce space, which was 5 years ago, after having been a really prolific online marketer, I began to see the scope and depth of the e-commerce space such that I called it to deep blue oceans and beyond, meaning it is virtually endless. All right, so we're going to do something kind of nifty here. I've got to find my little tool, and I'm going to actually share my screen with you so we can just stay on topic. So hey there, greetings, welcome everybody. We're starting here at the top of the hour, 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard. Welcome, this is Ann Sieg. I am the very proud founder, creator of the E-commerce Business School. And you need to know that the E-commerce Business School was set atop a really big foundation that I had built already in a different niche through marketing. And so this isn't like I just started online 5 years ago. I've been actually online for 12 years. So anyways, welcome everybody. So this call is to give you an overview of our E-commerce Business School campus, along with your career options. So a quick little backstory of what led me to develop the E-commerce Business School is it comes down to my family. So on the left, that is my husband there that I'm seated next to with my 3 adult sons. And they are Robert there on the left, and Isaiah in the middle, and David on the far right. And they are ages now 28, 30, and 34. And my son Robert is a sourcing agent in China. He lives there. He's been there 6 years. And he also has worked here with the E-commerce Business School. And that's my parents on the right. So they are educators. And I learned their educator spirit, or grew up with that. And so pretty much everything I've done has been in the realm of education. I will always, always be teaching and mentoring. It's what I love. My son's first online business. So I actually homeschooled my kids for 12 years. And those are my 3 sons that you see again. And it was Isaiah who said, hey, Mom, we're going to start a business, me and Rob. And I'm like, cool. Because I wanted them to have a lot of entrepreneurial experience in their youth. So anyways, they got on eBay and they were selling Lord of the Rings memorabilia, and they called their little company Worldwide Weapons. And yes, we still have some of those swords in our house. All righty, there's the picture. That's a true samurai sword. It's real, it's sharp, and it should remain in that little sheath. Anyways, so my eldest son and I became business partners for 12 plus years. I came in the online space in 2004, and it opened up an entire new world that is really amazing. And this is my expertise, is online marketing. So like I say, all 3 of my sons have worked in my business. Here's Robert. who lives in China, and he authored this book specifically for the e-commerce business school. And it's called From China to Amazon, an A to Z guide on how to bring a product from the assembly line to your online storefront. And then there's my youngest son, David, who actually works here at EBS, E-commerce Business School, in customer care and support. We've done trips to China. That was our first trip. You just can't even begin to imagine the experience and the memories that come out of there. It's unlike anything you can experience in your life. All right, so together with my eldest son, we dominated the attraction marketing space, generating over $20 million in online sales, that being the digital marketing space or information marketing space. And the cool thing is information marketing can dovetail into physical products, e-commerce specifically, and basically it just deepens your marketing funnel and extends your monetization potential when you layer in digital marketing. And the beautiful thing about it, it's not limited by inventory, right? All right, so I transitioned into the e-com space in 2013, and the rapid success of our students was so impressive, we've never looked back since. And best of all, our online marketing training is as relevant as ever, which is fun. I love marketing. This is when we unveiled our new brand, the E-commerce Business School. That's my son and my husband. We had a cake to celebrate the experience. So we are a 12-year-old established training and mentorship community, and our mission is to help 1,000 people make $10,000 a month through my help and team community. All right, I just want to look over here and see if any other folks have rolled in. Let's see, I didn't mean to bring up that monitor. Hold on, I'm going to tuck that under and bring up the other and just see. Okay, who do we have? Hi there, Tessa. Hi there, Greg. And now you see the video. Hi, Lori. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to keep trucking along. But ladies and gentlemen, feel free to post your questions. The only thing is, I'm only looking at the questions on the e-commerce business school page. And I'm guessing some of you are watching on 7 of our other group pages, but I can't see those. So you have to truck on over here, just run down the hallway and go to the e-commerce business school page, and then I'll see your questions, okay? All right, so that's $120,000 in income per year when you hit 10K. All right, now I'm gonna show you pictures from our event. And there's a reason I do this. Hold on. Like I say, I got 2 monitors open. There we go. All right, I have 2 SmugMug accounts. So this is the newer SmugMug account, but my photos for our events go back to 2007. Anyway, so we categorize these here because we love to showcase what we've been doing. So the most recent was nope, actually there's one more recent, but this was the trifecta. So Greg, I know you were there with us in July. We had one in August, which was our e-commerce funnel mastery workshop, just 30 days later, and those photos haven't been uploaded yet. But you know, the reason I share these photos is for this reason. What I have found in online marketing is that the general public, maybe a little more of the older population, is very, very nervous about everything online. And they're afraid they're going to get scammed and ripped off and everything like that. And I get that. I understand and I respect that. This is why we show we're real people. We've done multiple events. I'm not a fly-by-night business owner. I've been doing this 12 years, okay? And I've been known as the matriarch or the godmother of my previous industry. And probably that's going to be said of this industry as well with e-commerce, because we do things at such a superior advanced level. At our August event, we had a trainer there and she's like, oh my gosh, you guys have training manuals at your events? I'm like, well, but of course. I mean, we're an education platform. So we do things really to the nth degree. We are the premium training company in the e-commerce space. Alrighty, so lots and lots of photos here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but it just does showcase we're real. Alrighty, so let's get back to here. So we're going to talk about the progression for most of our students as they move up like this ascension model, starting at the more basic fundamental methods of e-commerce. and move on up into more advanced, more scalable businesses. All right, so this is educational in nature. If you've watched this before, it's probably going to help to hear it a second time. So this metaphor that you're looking at was created by Kurt Johnson, and I really like it. So he calls it the simple double engine cash flow and asset growth strategy. What does that mean, Ann? Well, you look at the car and you see in the pink there, the side hustle, cash in your business tank. Okay, that means, so we get a lot of folks who they really need to build cash flow. Now that's not everybody. There's folks who, man, I got 200 grand. I want to invest in a business. I don't know if it's going to be a franchise, maybe e-commerce, but what is that? So there's folks who have money who are ready to invest in a business. And then there's people who come in of, oh man, I got to be paying down some bills here and some debt. That's what the side hustle model does for you, okay? On the other side, you see an e-commerce store. That's a scalable asset power source, meaning you actually have your own store, not Amazon, which is a point of leverage, or eBay or Etsy, but your own store. Now that's a more sophisticated business model. It takes more skill sets, right? All right, so let's focus on that hybrid power, the cash flow gas in the tank, which I'm gonna guess most of our viewers right now, which you should be doing this, is self-identify. You look at this information, you go, where do I fit in? So if you're in Shop Your Way to Wealth, for example, you fit into this model right here, the cash flow model. It's simple and it's a profitable part-time, yep, we're using the term job for this reason. It's called a linear income. In other words, you're only as good as your last scan, as your last shopping trip, your last shipment in. It's linear income. Some might say, who cares? As long as I'm making money, man, I'm all in. Absolutely. So all I'm doing here is making finer distinctions about the business model, which enables you to be a more intelligent business owner or entrepreneur, right? So retail arbitrage cash flow, you learn the basics of e-commerce. You develop business fundamentals. You develop systems in your business. You develop a list of sources, your stores, your favorite stores, and you begin to think like an e-commerce seller, and you start to recognize valuable products. The more you do this, the more you see a whole new world open up to you. Absolutely, right? Okay, so I want you to see that. And so we have three courses. We have Shop Your Way to Wealth, which is sourcing from local stores. We have the book flipping profit system, which is a special category in Amazon. It's kind of its own little animal. The book flipping profit system, and we have the online shopping profit system, which is basically online arbitrage. And yes, you're hearing me right. It means you don't need to go to the store. You do it all online. You're doing arbitrage online. So these three courses that we have help create cash flow, gas in the tank, and it gets you on a nice foundation to get going. Now, some people are going to stay here forever. Awesome. Others go, I am thirsting for more, Ann. And we know that there's a lot of folks who want more. So we have two mentorship levels to help build a side hustle income. You're going, oh, now I'm getting confused here, Ann. So let me explain. We have product trainings, right? So pull a book off the shelf, book a training off the shelf. Are you following me? Shop Your Way to Wealth. You grab that training product. That's a training product. The mentorship is going deep into the interaction to work with you one-on-one. Now, I'm really big on this because I owe my success, I would say 80, maybe 90% of my success is owed to mentorship. Yes, I had to go through training, but that one-on-one mentorship is by far the lion's share of my success because I'm a one-on-one learner. I have unique questions, unique needs, unique goals of where I want to go. And I can only get that when I work one-on-one with someone. Tracking with me? And if you ask any successful business owner if they had a mentor, almost unequivocally and without exception, they're going to say, well, but of course. All right. That's why we created the mentorship program. So looking closely at this schematic, we have 4 EBS mentorship levels. We have a whole lot more products, 4 main mentorship levels. Here's how we make our distinctions. Before I do that, I want to just look and see if there's any questions. I want to be tracking with you guys. Let's see, did I get any questions? Why did that jump for me? I'm going to have to get out of there. All righty. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you have any questions. I'm going to hit the refresh because this is meant to be interactive and I want to be paying attention to you guys. I have to use 2 monitors. Don't think I'm turning my head away from you. Okay, hi, Lynn, you made it in. Good deal. Okay, great. So the cash flow model, remember we just talked about that, cash in your tank. We have the 30-day side hustle challenge. You get 4 coaching sessions, one-on-one. That's just a teeny fraction of that, but that's the mentorship. And that's arbitrage cash flow model. And then you have e-commerce acceleration, which I happen to know Greg, who's watching, is in. He's in e-commerce acceleration. That's when you get all 3 arbitrage courses and oodles and oodles of support. You have 8 group coaching calls per month, okay? So basically what I try to do here at EBS, E-commerce Business School, nobody can come here and say, oh, you know what? I never got the help I needed when I was at E-commerce Business School. Not under my watch. I set up so many safety nets to help people because it's there for you to springboard into success, right? Now, underneath those orange dashed lines, you see the asset building model. Now, someone asked in a previous EBS tour, what's an asset, Ann? An asset means something that you can sell. So your house, if it's paid off, that's an asset. You can sell that, right? Online marketing, or a business too. You have a brick and mortar store. It has X amount of revenue per month. You can sell that. I don't really know how well you could sell your local arbitrage business. Hey, I'm going to sell this to you, but you're basically going to have to do all the work. And they're going to go, why would I buy it from you? In other words, that isn't really something you can build and sell. Not so much a legacy business. But I will say there are families who are known to do arbitrage together and make multiple figures. They do it during the holiday season. So anyways, asset building model. So there it goes up a notch. You're starting to learn how to build a website, how to get your own products, private label. You're having an email list. You're building these assets that grow, and someone might go, you know, that's a really awesome e-commerce store. I see you're netting 150 grand a month. I'd like to buy that. Okay. So those 2 require even more mentorship because you're learning more skill sets. So they are through the e-commerce master's program and the e-commerce enterprise. So there you learn about developing those online assets, you develop scale, and you develop automation. Okay, so the e-commerce enterprise, we have a done for and with you component where a team, one-on-one mentorship builds it with you, okay? That being this is specifically print on demand in that case. All right. So our EMP advanced trainings help you build a scalable asset power source. And you might want to buy that book. It's a super simple read, big print, large. It's just a simple read. And it basically drives home the point to create a business that can thrive without you and one that you can sell. All right. So Brian Cummings, he's our executive director of training and coaching. He's a 9-year Amazon veteran who excelled at the highly profitable book category for 5+ years. And he created our highly successful book flipping profit system. This is actually his 4th RV, all from Amazon money, all from Amazon. That's his 4th. So he's built a scalable business that gives him a wonderful dream lifestyle. And that's his POD store, for which he creates some beautiful mugs. So when you have your own store, you get to build a brand. You can sell on numerous platforms. You can promote through numerous channels like Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, etc. You build what's called customer acquisition. So if you're a seller on Amazon, you do not own any customer data. Zero, zilch, nada. Amazon won't let you have that data. That's their data and it's their customers. It's just that your products get sold to them, right? That's a big, big difference, folks. Develop a sellable asset, creative, rewarding, and fun. Okay, this is a brand new schematic. So basically, it's going to be in a video in our back office, but it captures the essence of our 4 different mentorship levels. The 30-day side hustle, the e-commerce acceleration, where you get all 3 arbitrage courses. Then you jump up into EMP when you start building your own website. You're learning how to do traffic. And then e-commerce enterprise is where we do a big component of done with you. So let me just say this. If you're watching this and you're any bit curious to learn more, just email into our support desk, support@ecommercebusinessschool.com. And Sharon Irwin, our amazing e-commerce business school advisor, will be in touch with you. Oh, by the way, this Thursday, I am having an informational webinar on the e-commerce master's program, and that's at 8 p.m. Central. I'll post the link sometime later for you guys to register. Okay, we're going to jump into the back office now. You guys doing okay? Let me know how you're doing. I'm going to refresh. Are there any questions? You guys let me know, because this is specifically for you. So let's see. Okay, I don't see any more on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the website right here. Okay, this is your back office, and I'm in a master account. This is not a demo account, so a lot more things show in my account because I have access to everything. So every Wednesday, tomorrow is a complimentary training. It's pretty cool. So catch it tomorrow. It's a Facebook Live contest we did with our EMP members, our Master Program members, and our e-commerce enterprise members. It's a competition, and the prizes are being passed out tomorrow at 12 p.m. in our Voice of E-commerce training call. And that's how you get registered, is right there. Now the calendar, because I have a master account, you're going to see a whole lot more on there. They're kind of softly grayed out. So at the EMP level, they have like 5 support calls a week. And e-commerce enterprise has even more support calls, mastermind calls, etc. So let me click back. But all of you are eligible, every single member, to attend our Saturday morning community check-in call at 10 a.m. Central. Okay. I provide tracking tools. The more you're in business, the more you have to be tracking your numbers. And you may say, but I don't like numbers, and phooey on numbers. No, you'll learn to fall in love with numbers, because if you want to, for example, reach $10,000 a month, you need to be tracking your performance. And the best way to do that, use our tracking tools, use your Amazon back office tracking tool as well, or reports. But that's how you're going to note trends and where maybe you need improvement and to pick up your activity, etc. So take advantage of our amazing tracking tools. And then we get into the courses. So I'm going to actually jump over here. And that's where you're going to see the distinction of the cash flow courses that I talked about. So we have 3 separate arbitrage courses, and they work in tandem together. So we have a little couple, Raj and Chaitanya, who they do a combination of online and Shop Your Way to Wealth. They did over $400,000 in sales last year that they hit the first week of December it was. Their friends, they like competition. Their friends did over $500,000 through this, Shop Your Way to Wealth, and a combination with online, right? And he's very picky. He decides he wants a 50% ROI. Do the math. That's kind of nice. So some big things can come out of that. Now, he's since moved up into e-commerce enterprise. So he built his foundation, and then he moved up into the scalable, and he plans to dominate India in the toy category. All right, then you see the asset-based courses like Build My E-commerce Store. It's about a Shopify store. Print on demand. Amazon wholesale. We get a lot of people wanting to do wholesale. And we have 2 awesome wholesale experts. We trained at ASD Market Week. We have sourcing from China. We actually have our own sourcing agent, boots to the ground over in China, and he's done trips for us. And the 5-step formula and the Amazon product list and launch mastermind. All of these trainings are found within the e-commerce masters program. And we have a roadmap that we give our people too. It's a 33-page business design program to help people map out their course. That's in the e-commerce masters program. It's a really fantastic training. The ultimate business lifestyle roadmap. Okay, mastermind groups. You can see we have quite a few. Any questions, folks, coming in here? Let me know. Okay. And testimonials. We got some wonderful shares. It's very difficult for us to keep up on these. They roll in literally every day. But we had one of our members create that for us. And whoops, let me go back. I want to show you something new here as well. Meeting our team. Our team continues to grow and expand. We have some other folks to add in here yet. So you can learn more about our team here. We're growing. We're building our team of experts here. Trying to think what else I want to. At the EMP level, I do weekly reviews of people's accountability reports. People are in mastermind groups within the EMP program. There's just a whole lot more constant mentoring touch points at the EMP level. And let me tell you why that is. I am imparting everything I possibly can that has helped me be successful in my business. So I have what's called the daily check and adjust calls. Well, I am in constant communication with my teammates. Today, I've already had 3 meetings, no, 4, preceding this call right now. I'm in constant touch because I'm moving my business forward. So one of the worst things you can have happen is when you're building your business in a vacuum. Now you can't be in a vacuum here because at minimum you're on our group page, right? But I'm talking about direct interface, talking to people. That's a very different thing than just posting on the group pages, which is awesome and beautiful. But I'm talking about talking to people. You take that up another notch and it's meeting each other face to face. So Greg, you were at the Trifecta event. You know how remarkably different that experience is when you're showing up live at an event. Okay, I'm just gonna peek in here. Any questions that people might have? I wanna watch the clock and respect your time. This is meant to be just a half-hour overview, but it's really for you folks to just, hi there, Nagawa, rolled in, great to have you here. I see more and more people are watching this right now. So let me know if you have any specific questions that I can help address. Like I say, we have a lot of different courses. And then there you go, events and workshops. Hi there, Tessa. You know what? I'm going to have Sharon get in touch with you on that because there's 2 different levels. Yes. Okay, but Tessa, so I can't really say right here because there's actually 2 different levels with 2 different price points. So I'm going to have Sharon reach out to you, but do know this, on Thursday night at 8 p.m., I am going to be talking about EMP. So I suggest that you show up for that, and I'll put the link. If one of my teammates happen to be here, they can plop that in there. But in any case, okay, another question from Lynn. Are you having another face-to-face trifecta in Dallas? Is there a way to get the courses and trifecta together? The answer is yes and yes. It is January. Okay, and the venue has been secured as well, by the way. But let me jump in there. So I'm having to go through my phone just to get to that calendar. Oh, we're so dependent on our phones, aren't we? So let me get that for you, Tessa. Or who was it that asked? Lynn. January 11th, 12th, and 13th. It is in Dallas. Now, we actually mapped out all our events for the entire year. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, minimum of 9. And then we may have small mini workshops in addition to that. So that just got penciled in, but that will be forthcoming so that people can map out their year going into 2019. But to confirm, yes, in Dallas for January 11th, 12th, and 13th. And yes, you can get all the courses wrapped in with the trifecta. Okay. Anybody else? Great questions. Oh, I missed what AMP. Oh, EMP. Great question. So EMP stands for the E-commerce Masters Program. The E-commerce Masters Program. All right. So this is the event tab. And as you can see, phew, there's a lot of events in here. And we've done up to 18 events a year. So next year we've got a minimum of 9 and then potentially a bunch of small workshops. When I say small, I'm talking 5 to 10 people size. All right. Will you be coming to North Carolina? Let me answer Lynn first. Is that on the calendar? I don't think it is yet. I'll talk to Lisa about that. That's a great suggestion. The shopping cart isn't ready yet. So people wouldn't be able to secure that yet. But there are a whole number of people who are already eligible for a complimentary ticket because they've been a Hustle member or e-commerce acceleration or even EMP and e-commerce Masters Program or e-commerce enterprise. With any of our mentorship programs, there are events that come with it. Okay. So Lynn, I'm going to make that note and ask Lisa for January trifecta. Now to answer Tessa, North Carolina, probably not for next year, unless it's one of those small workshops, but not trifecta, not e-commerce funnel mastery. And here's why. Currently, I'm the main person setting up the events, and they take a lot of work. And so when I find a venue that's working for us, by golly, I'm sticking with it. But here's the main reason though, truly. They are centrally located. So we have Minnesota, with Minneapolis is a major hub. And Minneapolis is almost, I think it's 3.2 million. And then Dallas is another middle of the country kind of a deal. And it's a hub because we have people who live in California, East Coasters, and then we have East Coasters. Now, it's not to say that we may branch out in the future, but right now for where I'm at, I'm going more keeping it simple on the management side. So that's to answer that one. But where in particular in North Carolina? Curious, because I've heard, is it Charlottesville that is just so beautiful? One of them. So anyways, last shout out. We're at the bottom of the hour. Any last questions, folks? Okay, there's Lynn. Who do we call to talk about the details and which event we should pick? That will be Sharon. And I'm going to, I'll tell you what I'll do. Here, I'm going to type it in. Here is the link to ask about the mentorship levels and trifecta. Pardon the clacking of my, my typing here. I can't help that. Support at, it's going to be right in the thread, folks, e-commercebusinessschool.com. But I'll also bring Lynn and Tessa, I'll bring that to Sharon's attention. All right. It's a privilege to be with you today. God bless. We're thrilled to have you here. If you want that personal, business advice, I highly recommend that you tap into a consultation with Sharon Irwin. And I'll actually post her link as well if you need to book an appointment and speak to a business advisor. All right. Till then, God bless. Go to work on your business, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.